Hi, I'm Lou from Lou's Performance Center, and we are just a month away from the beginning of skiing. It's time to start thinking about getting gear ready. And I think it's something a lot of us kind of skip over and we just go. And then we pull everything out and find out, the boot board out of one of our boots is missing, so the boot doesn't fit right, and our bindings aren't working right, nothing is set up right. So it's absolutely time to pull all your gear out. If you need to, bring it in now before we get very busy. Especially it's important to have your bindings checked. Nobody does it. We just assume that our bindings have been set at 7 or 8 or 9 or wherever they're set for years, and they're still actually working as if internally all the mechanism is still good and the road salt and the grime and everything hasn't affected our bindings at all, when in fact they can change quite a bit. We also don't think of it because no ski shop in town, with the exception of Lou's, has a way to test your bindings. But we have a digital binding tester. We can absolutely tell you whether your bindings are safe to continue using or whether they need to be replaced. So bring your boots, bring your skis and bindings in now. We'll be happy to check all that. It's also time to get skis tuned. Chances are you put them away the end of last season. There's been no wax on them all summer long. The edges are dull. Bases without wax on them oxidate badly, and they become ultra slow. And you go out at the beginning of the season and wonder why you have to work so hard to get where you're going. And all the rock hits you accumulated last year without getting them tuned are now going to show up as really dull skis for the first day this year as well. And the first day and the second day and the third day and fourth are all going to be on firm man-made snow. So get your skis in here, get them waxed, get them sharpened, and start out with a really high-performing pair of skis. Pull the liners out of your boots, make sure nothing's missing, and then put everything on and make sure you haven't forgotten how much they were hurting you last year. And remind yourself, is there anything wrong with them? And bring them in now. Are buckles broken? Do they hurt? Are parts missing? We can get all of that fixed right now. Another thing to think about is it sounds as if one of the solutions to keeping us from filling the lodges to capacity this year is that we're going to be getting into our gear in the car. Getting into gear in car is hard. Boots get cold. You don't have as much room to maneuver. The plastic gets really stiff in the cold. It's hard to slide your foot in. It means hot gear bags are going to be at a premium. We always have lots, but I'm certain we're going to sell out this year. So if you've been vacillating, if you've been thinking of a hot gear bag, this is the year to do it. You will want one when you're starting to slide into your boots outside at -20. And one of the other things is buffs. We think about buffs on a cold day when we're just freezing cold and we've got to get something to, protect our face. But this year buffs are going to be masks, and we're going to have to wear them every single time we're on a chairlift. Buff is going to have a banner year, but they're going to sell out for certain. So give it a thought now and come in and pick 1 or 2 or even 3 up and keep them in your bags, keep them with all your jackets so you always have one. You're going to have something, you're going to have something over your mouth and nose every time you're on a chairlift. And as always, we'd love to see you. So stop in anyway and say hi. Come in, give all the new gear a look. If you need our help deciding if your old gear is working well, just come on in. As always, like us on Facebook, send this out to all your friends, and we look forward to seeing you very soon. Have a great day.